AltonTowers.com. Pay for the day, come back free all year.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Planet Coaster and welcome back to Wicker Man. We are getting in these final stages of episodes now, leading up to the full release of Wicker Man on Saturday. I'm going to be releasing it. So we've got this episode, which is going to be the shop. Next episode is going to be more of the area surrounding Wicker Man. And then the final episode will just be like the final details, and I'll probably going out on Friday ahead of the full release on Saturday. On not Saturday, last Friday or the Friday just gone, whatever. I did premiere a trailer for Wicker Man, which was like a recreation of the TV advert. Not sure if you saw that, but you know, I spent the entire afternoon and I think it turned out pretty nice. It's just unfortunate that YouTube's stupid compression just takes all the quality out of it, because I don't get enough views. Apparently YouTube gives me the AVC1 compression, whereas most people who do get more views get the standard VP9 compression. I don't know why, but I'm thinking about just rendering my videos at 1440p instead, because if you upload them as 1440p it forces the VP9, and thus you'll get better quality out of the YouTube upload, because the raw file, not the raw file but the rendered file looks fine. There's no lost quality at all, but when I go to upload it to YouTube it's just so annoying. But yeah, anyway, here I've already done the exit stairs and like the exit platform. I did have footage of that, but if I put that footage in, this episode would just be way too long, and I feel like you don't really need to see it. You know, I just made some stairs, walkway that goes over the sound tunnel, and that was it really. So I feel like this part was the most difficult part of the whole Wicker Man build, not because of the actual building itself in Planet Coaster, but because I had to look far and wide for actual reference images or videos for this part of Wicker Man. There's a very, very minute amount of reference images or videos of the exit stairs and going into the shop, because in real life you go up the stairs, you go across the sound tunnel, you go downstairs, you collect your bags, you go down some more stairs into the photo shop, and then once you pass the photo shop it's into the main shop. And I just felt like I couldn't find any of it. I think I resorted to going to Geekism's vlog from last year when he first rode Wicker Man, and luckily he had a very small bit of footage, but it worked. And so because of that, most of this part of the recreation has been done from complete memory, to be honest, and I haven't been on Wicker Man since last June. So yeah, it's almost been a year now since I've been on Wicker Man. Hoping to get back on it very soon, but you know, when you can't find any reference images or anything, you just have to do it from memory, really. So, you know, it's kind of annoying, but luckily it wasn't a massive part of the recreation. You know, the photo booth or the photo shop, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't really matter that much, so you know, it's good on that. Once again, using the Archer for scaling. If you do want your buildings in Planet Coaster to be scaled accurately, and you don't really know how, just use the Archer animatronic. Don't use any of the other don't use any of the other animatronics, and that's mainly because the other animatronics are a bit oversized. They're a bit bigger than the actual guests, whereas the Archer animatronic is the same size as guests. I don't know why they've done that. Like these animatronics I'm putting down here, I've put them down as staff. Those animatronics are slightly bigger than guests. I don't know why Frontier have done that, I generally don't. But who am I to judge? Anyway, putting these TV screens down here, in real life they play like advertisements for Pixolve, which, if you don't know what Pixolve is, I believe it's the company that manages all the photos for all the Merlin parks. I think Dre Manor have Pixolve as well. Basically it's an external company that does it for them. And yeah, so they have Pixolve advertisements on there, but unfortunately can't really get those, so I've just resorted to putting down the advert I did, well, the trailer, advert, whatever you want to call. So I've just put those on the TV screens instead. And yeah, I believe we are going into the next clip very soon, which is going to be the actual shop itself, and we're going to have quite a jump now. Actually, are we? Yeah, I think we are. So just doing the lights. Yeah, the what's it called? The scroll thing on the timelines. Just getting to it now. Here we go. Here's the next clip. So we have jumped quite a bit forward, and that's mainly because it was very repetitive, really. The walls were just the normal templates I used for the station and the maintenance shed and the pre-show building. It was all the same, and most of the shop was just shells and toolkit items, and it was just placing them over and over again, and it was very boring for me to do, and probably boring to watch. One thing I didn't get footage of, just because it took so long, was that little mini Big Bob there, or Baby Bob if you want to call it. Now that is there in real life, and I remember when that was delivered to Alton Towers, I remember I saw it on the Towers Times forum, and people were saying, oh, is that what the statue looks like? And people were doubting it or not, but it just turned out to be a decoration in the shop, funnily enough. And fun fact about that mini Big Bob, or Baby Bob, they actually had to put that in first and build the shop around it, because it was too big to actually fit through the doors. So that's quite funny, really. And yeah, so basically just doing the ceiling decor here. The shop is mainly like the station, where it's the roofing, it's just the standard triangle tile roofing, whatever you want to call it, and these like kind of roof arches. But yeah, I thought I could use the ones I used for the station, but unfortunately the shop is more wider than the station, so I can't really do that very well. And well, yeah, that's basically it for the end of the episode, really. Well, it's not really the end for you, but this is basically going to be the rest of the episode, which is just a roof. And yeah, so next episode it's going to be the details around the area. You might have seen on Twitter a couple of weeks back, or the other week, I don't know when, I did put out a poll asking people if I should do the welcoming as well. Eventually I've decided against doing the welcoming, which is why the release date for Wicker Man was brought up to 1st of June, and the original date was 8th of June. And the reason for not doing welcoming is because it's too much into the Mutiny Bay area. I feel like if I did the welcoming and the whole the tavern area, the courtyard, I feel like I would have to end up doing some parts of Mutiny Bay as well, and that it's just too much, really. Wicker Man itself is already at 60,000 pieces, so yeah, I feel like enough is enough here. So I'm not going to be doing the welcoming, which is why the release date has been brought up to the 1st of June, which is this Saturday. And yeah, so enjoy the last few minutes of the time lapse, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Goodbye.